Hello, viewers. This is Open-Minded Chanel, and this is my guest, the beautiful goddess Aayanna. Now, this girl is so knowledgeable. She is definitely on a whole different level when it comes to Black activism and astrology. She knows all about natal charts, and me and her decided to piece together a video on each sun sign, how we feel about them, and our personal chemistry with them. So, heads up, I'm an Aries. I'm more than that. I'm a Sagittarius rising, Scorpio moon, but I'm just going to take it for me being an Aries right now just to make it short and sweet. And Aayanna, she's an Aquarius, which is my favorite zodiac sign. So this is going to be awesome. We got air and fire in the mix. And
Righteous.
yeah, righteous. We're going to tell you, we're going to give you guys a heads up. We're going to start with the Cancer is probably the youngest water sign. They're the fourth sign. Let's start with Cancer. We were just talking about Cancer. But yeah, so Cancer rules the home. They're also like the fourth house. And Cancer in a nutshell is going to be someone who wants to nurture someone who's all about family, someone who's sweet and caring and sympathetic, someone who is crabby because they are the crabs, and someone who is also, they're funny. Kevin Hart's in a Cancer. They're fun loving. But me being an Aries, Cancers to me are just like, they're like everywhere. They're so messy. And
Right.
the reason why they're messy is because like they're sensitive, and I feel like they're very sensitive. But the thing is, it's not like sensitive to where you want to give them a hug and like teach them stuff. They're sensitive, but then they hide their sensitivity because like the crab, they're hard on the outside, but then they're soft on the inside. So it's like they will really guard and put that protective mask on. So you'll be trying to like take care of them and nurture them, and they're just like complaining and being everywhere, and it's just like messy to me. And they're so moody. They have like so much. They fluctuate throughout the whole day.
Right. And what I find, because my mother's a Cancer, and my ex-husband's mom is a Cancer, and what I notice about Cancer is like they're very good with creativity in the home and decorating, probably because they touch because right after them is Leo, the sign of creativity.
Right.
But so they can be very like decorative in the home, and they're very good with that. And they're very good at making you feel comfortable, but like Cancers can be like have this victim mentality.
Yes.
And it's just like everybody just like you could be like, oh, I forgot the okay, I got everything you wanted, but I forgot the gum that you wanted. Okay, I'm so sorry, I forgot the gum. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, you hate me, and this and that, and this. It's just like, oh my god, I just forgot the freaking gum. Why are you flipping the freak out? And it's just like this. They're so emotional. It's like this one thing because of this one thing, like you were out to get them because you forgot this one thing. You were out to get them, and it's just like Cancer.
So true. That's so true. They're so like. They need so much reassurance. Like if one thing goes wrong, their whole world is like falling apart. So like that's what I'm saying. Like Cancers, they're cool. They're if you want like a good parent, awesome for Cancer. But for us to deal with, air and fire, it's like
yeah, and that's water. So
right. Okay, so moving along, we're going to go with the second water sign, which is the famous or infamous, because Scorpio I look at them as the villains of the of the zodiac.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, they have a lot of things to them, but to keep it in a nutshell, they're the sign of sex and death. They're also the sign of transformation. They're also like the sign of the underworld. They're also, there's different levels of Scorpios. There's the Phoenix, there's the Scorpion, and there's like an eagle, but like the typical generic Scorpio in a nutshell is going to be someone who is a detective, someone who's going to always be trying to dig deeper into life's mysteries. They're going to be, most Scorpios are nocturnal, and most Scorpios, they take life personally. Like even though they look like they're calm, their exterior is calm. Underneath, you get like this hella passionate person who has this warlike mentality because they have Mars in their system. So me being an Aries and me having Mars is my planet, first of all. They borrowed it, or that's their co-ruler. But right. I'm an Aries. It gotta be about me. So, that's my planet. But yeah, I and I'm a Scorpio moon. But mine is
Okay, right.
mine's lifted because I am a fire sign. I'm double fire. So I do have that. I'm very vindictive. I do crave intimacy, but I feel like mine isn't as deep and in depth as Scorpio. Like I talk to a lot of my Scorpio friends, and they could remember things that happened to them in the past, and just that would just build up inside of them, and that would be like part of the reason why they're acting the way that they're acting today. I'm like,
Right.
you're acting like that because your father treated you like that in the like. I mean, we all have those issues, but
Right.
as an Aries, I'm like, get over it, like shake it
Right.
off, like it's
Can't
a
let
new.
it go.
Yeah, I'm like, they can't let things go. They can't. Thank you. See, I love how you know this stuff because it's like you get it. They can't let things go. They definitely hold grudges. They do have that whole, I like to call it the Lion King, Simba, Mufasa mentality, where Mufasa was at the cliff and and what's his name, Scar picked the perfect time to get Mufasa and to have rulership. Like that's Scorpio.
Right.
Like they'll pick the perfect time to get you back.
Right.
My relationships with Scorpio are cool. The only thing I don't like about them is the typical water sign smothering me, trying to consume my soul.
Perfect. That was the perfect description.
They're trying to consume my soul and watch everything I do and taking low-key jabs at me. Besides all that stuff, I get along with them. I have a lot of Scorpio friends, and they're loyal. I love how loyal they are, and I love that they don't BS. They're real. They're so raw. They're raw to where it's intimidating. So I like that because I'm a real person too. So I respect that. Like I respect Scorpios. Do I get along with them? Not 100%, but I do respect them.
Righteous. And yeah, like Scorpios. What I noticed about the Scorpios that I attract in my life is a lot of Scorpios, and this is just Scorpio period, that they have abandonment issues somewhere along the line, and that abandonment issues causes their trust issues. But they need and they crave for somebody to trust, and sometimes when they find that somebody to trust, they want to pull them into the deep dark depths of the scorpion water that are like when I think about like the water signs, I think like Cancer is like not the shallow water, but it's the water that moves back and forth, the water that's easily swayed by the moon.
Right.
And when I think of Pisces, I think of like you're out in the sea, in the middle of the sea, and it's like fog, mystic. But when I think of Scorpio, I think of like the bottom of the ocean, like the dark, cold depths, because like they're a fixed sign, and so all the fixed signs are the essence of that season. And so they're the fall, if you can imagine, that's when the sun starts to get it starts getting colder. Leah, please don't throw the toys. But it's like the fall into depression. That's a sign that falls into a lot of depressions, and they struggle with that. That's one of the things, are death and transformation. Yes. They have to, Scorpio in their life, they have to transform. They have to kill the old ego and transform in order to make their lives better. Otherwise, they'll get in this pit where they're like always depressed, and it'll just be this ongoing thing. Well, I would suggest to any Scorpio to like pick up, some type of ritual and like kill off the old you, kill off the baggage, so you can get over the baggage, let it go, because that's like something Scorpios need to work on, letting it go.
Yes, I agree.
Like being renewed.
Yeah, that's why they're so extreme too. Like they're so intense and extreme. I never looked at it like that because they need the fall. They need those depths to transition. That's why they're so into. It's funny. All the Scorpios I know are nothing like how they were when they grew up. They're like different people. Like they could really transform right before your eyes. But because I'm time conscious, we're gonna move into the last zodiac sign and the last water sign, which is Pisces. My favorite water sign, because I consider Pisces beautiful. They're the water sign that's combined with all 12 signs. So Pisces, they are really in their feelings. Like they're like a sponge. Like whatever's going on in the atmosphere, they're a chameleon. They'll like merge with it. So if someone else is crying and that's their dearest friend, a Pisces is so empathetic that they will cry as well. Also about Pisces, besides being the most feminine sign, so they're ultra gentle, ultra caring, ultra doesn't like confrontation at all. They're also, all water signs are spiritual and psychic. Like they're very intuitive. Like they could just sense, they could really sense every, like I'm just putting emphasis on sensing everything, because Cancer, they kind of front. They have that hard shell kind of blocking them. Scorpio, like they front too. Like they're trying to, you know, keep their composure. And it's like Pisces, they can't. They can't.
Right.
Like they're a part of the atmosphere. One thing the reason why I say Pisces is beautiful is because they'll love someone unconditionally and take a person as is and just be devoted to them. Like they're hopeless romantics. They are the escapists of the zodiac. So they're all about living in their subconscious. They're all about the dream world. They're all about fantasy. They're all about, they don't like reality. Reality is too, not just dull, but reality is too harsh for them. So they constantly, they're looking for an escape. I talk to some Pisces, they say their friends are an escape. A lot of them, you know, they drink a lot. Not trying to say they're all alcoholics, but a lot of them, they find any substance, whether it's marijuana, you know, religion, anything, just as an outlet to just not deal with reality. So because Pisces doesn't like to deal with reality, they often need a strong partner. They need someone who could make decisions and be firm, because Pisces is so fluid and so like just boundless. They're like all of us together. They're just so they're so boundless. But yeah, they're beautiful to me because they're artistic, they're romantic, like they're so hopeless romantic. Rihanna's a Pisces, and just like how Chris Brown did her wrong and she took him back. That's such a Pisces move. I'm like, I would never take back Chris Brown after he humiliated me before an award show. She takes him back and she forgave him. Didn't work out. That's such a Pisces move. Yeah, they're, like I said, they're my favorite because they're truly mystics. They're truly creative, understanding. They're the person of the zodiac who doesn't want to be like an alpha. They're not the alpha dog. They're more like, you know, like, I'm not saying the sidekick, but they need a stronger partner. And I feel like a team needs that. Not everyone could be the alpha or the one in charge. So.
Right. As an Aquarius, I attract a lot of Pisces because you attract a lot of the sign before and after you, and they come after me. So I attract a lot of Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces friends, and so what I noticed about Pisces is just I think they're like really fun. They're really fun people. They're very mutable, so they can end up doing they can enjoy themselves doing a lot of different things. Pisces, so my descendant is Pisces, so like my rising is Virgo, and so my descendant is Pisces, so I attract a lot of Pisces people even on top of that. But I like how Pisces people, like, they can have dreams, and like it's like unbound, like you said, boundless. Like they could just be like, well, I'm going to be the star of this, isn't it? It's like they have no limitations, and it's a beautiful thing. It's just like Pisces, though. Have some Virgo in you and just get the details together so you can make your Pisces dream come true. Like,
that's cool.
Like, I love Pisces, but I'm always like, oh my gosh, come back to reality, you know?
See, that's your Virgo ascendant talking. So I'm like, how beautiful for you to have a Pisces descendant, because I'm learning about the natal chart. So from my understanding, your descendant is how you are, you know, when you're at home or when you're to yourself. I could be wrong, but...
Well, somewhat like descendant is like your dark side. Like it's the side that you don't like to see in anybody else because that's your dark side. So like Virgo rising, like we're really organized and we're like get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? But inside we may be like crazy and like just have all this stuff going on, and it's because in our minds or you know in our mental, like we are like so unorganized and so dreamy that we have to have our like physical like all together, like around us in order, you know, to make up for it. But yeah,
that's a cool descendant, dude. I think my descendant is Aries. I'm always just Aries. Okay, we're running out of time, so we're gonna have to do a part taken 2 of this video, and next we're going to do the air signs because I'm talking to an Aquarius, so why not? I will be right back. Take care, viewers.